Greetings and welcome back one and all to City Skylines and to the City of Anoon and to our new raised sound barriered highway. It actually raised quite well because it looks like it's a straight road now. This bridge doesn't dip down. I'm not sure if that is actually true or is it just a trick of perspective, but the highway is completely raised. We have a junction here, quite a reasonable junction actually given the space, and then it exits over here. Now that has meant that all of these roads could be flattened down, and quite a few new areas were opened up to us, so I've already zoned those and they've started to build up already. And obviously, as you've probably already noticed, we have things sorted out here. Now, Asher Moonrise Flat and Bone Dragon Henge are connected directly via the what would we call this? The Sad Psycho Shipyard. There's a little loop there, and that is specifically for buses, because both the Asher Moonrise line and the Bone Dragon Henge line pick up here. So that will actually help out a little bit as well in getting the tourists from this dock away. Also, I assume our citizens to their holiday destinations. Now, as for everything else, I've just checked over the bus lines. I've moved a few things around, not too many things, but a couple of things got nudged about a little bit. But the first thing we're going to do here is we are actually going to grow out the Groweries residential district, I think. Let's start with a nice freehand little road. We'll start the junction about here to avoid any particular issues, and we want it to curve about there, I would say, more or less up to there. Now I don't actually want it going that far, but I wanted to be able to straighten our road out and have it connect like that. There we go. That looks actually quite nice. Then we'll have, I'm thinking we'll have some shops down here actually. So how about we draw this out? Just a couple of corner shops for the Groweries residents. Residences was the word that was on my mind, but I was like, no, that's not the right word. What is the word that I'm looking for? Residents, of course. We'll bring this down and then have a freehand curve tying it up there. Actually looks not bad at all. And let's go for... Well, I'm quite tempted, actually, to do something a little bit swanky, but it's probably completely unnecessary, so let's actually avoid that. I was going to have a little road with a little bridge over this one, but there's a little part of me that still likes the idea, actually. Okay, well, we'll try it. We'll see how it goes. So we'd have a road there, just coming over, and then a corner section about like so. Drop that down. Will that connect at all in a good way? No, actually that just flat out doesn't look good. It was a nice idea, but I don't think it's actually going to work out the way I want it to. Can we connect this? There we go. Let's bring this back down. See where it needs to be before it is happy. It needs to be a very great way away. No. See, the thing I was thinking in my mind was kind of a little hump bridge that is pretty common in Britain. A little brick, completely filled in brick bridge, not like support concrete pillars, but a little kind of brickwork bridge, little tunnel. It would have looked quite quaint, I think. But alas, no. We're not allowed those kinds of lovely little distractions for our motorists. Not that you really want your motorists distracted, of course. We'll have this one curved down. There we go. Lovely. Right, let us get ourselves a bunch of... Well, actually, first, before we start zoning any residential at all, let's make sure that all of our water is there. There we go. Rightio, let's speed up a bit of time. Let's go for the paint tool. Paint everything in. There we are. Should give us a nice little boost to the amount of people able to work at the growery. And at the nursery, come to think of it. No, we'll fill this out with commercial there. And there as well. There we go. I think that'll work out quite well. Now let me double check on our graveyards rather. They all look okay. I did turn them all back on. I was just double checking that I had. See how they're doing. 2532. How about you? 2386. 2360. 890. Oh, that's right. I did completely empty that one in order to move it. 2540. 2550. Okay, that's not too bad at all. And I really should stop saying oh. Oh is not a number. It is a letter. Where is the... We do have a crematorium around here somewhere. I'm certain of it. There we are. Oh, we haven't named this one. My lord. Right, we'll have to do that straight away. That will be the Andrew Bremer. It's right outside a bus stop as well. Last stop. They can come here on the buses. How's the Bob Ross happy little roundabout doing? It's actually not doing too badly. Yes, I approve. How's the omelette roundabout doing? Quite well. Unnamed roundabout doing alright. Roundabout over here, pretty good, all things considered. Things are moving around. How's stuff down here? Not too bad, though it looks like pretty much all of this is now refineries, unfortunately. Plastic perfection. Actually, these aren't refineries, they're probably still importing oil. Got an oil well there. Operating normally. Oil refinery. So these guys are probably importing oil directly and then feeding it out to all of the various little stops. Okay, that's not too bad. Ooh, that's not so good either. Never mind, it looks like our fire service is going to handle that one. Well done, fire service. Right. Well, given that, we could continue the expansion of Bone Dragon Henge if we really wanted to. 145 passengers, not too bad. 31 passengers inbound. Though honestly, I'm thinking that it might be quite nice for us to have a look at our unique buildings. We've got any more ones? We've got the Friendly Neighborhood Park. This is a very normal neighborhood park where everyone's friendly and where children like to play and families go for picnics and there are no undapper shenanigans going on. This is a lovely one. We want one of these. One might say we need it. We don't actually need it. We're doing fairly well on the whole. Oh, that's an awesome park right there, but there's a huge part of me that feels that Gentry Terraces needs this. Specifically around here. Yeah, that's not going so great for us. We could have it there, and it would actually cover quite a lot of the Gentry Terraces. Yes. Yes, I think so. Right, let's zoom down. That's actually quite lovely. You know what? Let's hook this up with some paths. I can hear the ding of things upgrading all around us. Good times. It's a good sound. I approve of it. There we are. We'll link all of these up effectively. Oh wow, look at that. That's lovely. That was a good position. Let's push these up into tier 3. These is probably still not quite there yet. Have we got any of these in tier 5 yet? Maybe... no. Probably not. It's probably going to take us a while to get that high. These ones are close. They need a little bit more. Just a tad more. The abandoned houses ruin the neighborhood. Whose responsibility is it to demolish and remove them? Yours. Get out your sledgehammers, you lazy bums. This place is upgraded quite a lot, actually, since the last time I've properly paid Asher Moonrise Hills any attention. Okay, well that was one. We haven't named it yet, though, so let's get over here and do that. Right, so the Friendly Neighborhood Park is going to become the heuristic. I was going to say the heuristic almost begs for some alliteration. The heuristic futuristic, but alas, this really isn't futuristic. The heuristic quaint park. Because it is quite quaint. Got little swings there and everything. Dogs. Oh, I like it. Right. The next one then. What have we got next to add? Oh, actually we've gone through them all. Oh no, here we are. We've got the stadium. Bring the excitement of a sports game into the city. Building a stadium. Requirement for building the space elevator. Or Sea and Skyscraper. This impressive office building has many companies using it. Reward for building both a passenger harbour and a cargo harbour. Requirement for building the medical centre. Ooh. Now, the thing is, Bone Dragon Henge is our office area. I could build it around here, maybe. Increase the value of this area a reasonable amount. But you've already got a fair few things. As much as I want to give this to the gentry again, I do feel that I'm neglecting everyone else a little bit. And whilst that's thematically appropriate, sad to say, I would actually prefer this one to go to possibly one of my other areas if I can find a place for it. There's a load of shops there, and we would be losing those if I built that there. But we'd make the most out of the catchment area. I know, me being efficient. Craziness. But I think so, yeah. We're gonna pop it there. There we go. 320 per week, but hopefully that makes people happy. It's gonna have a load of jobs there. We have lost a couple of things there, but that's quite a nice building. Wow, these are close to level 5 now. So very close. Visitors last week. Tourists last week. It'll cost me a fair bit to keep that going, but still, I'm happy with it. I could build the stadium as well. Now, the stadium, huge amount of noise pollution. Could I get it there? Because that would be a fantastic location. No? I could put the stadium there. I can get it there. Because it would be grand. Because the bus stops there. But the thing is, the area where it's going to make people happy is fairly limited. Do I think maybe this is more of a Eagle Brick Heights sort of thing? I kind of do in a way. I do and I don't. But I think maybe having this over here would be the better place. I'd lose a bunch of residences, but the commercial district would boom. I mean, most of the stadiums that I've ever seen are built closer to commercial districts than to residential ones, simply because the commercial districts, the shops specifically, will make a hell of a lot of money being next to a stadium, whereas a house, I mean, I don't actually know whether it would increase or decrease the land value. Honestly, I can't claim any real knowledge of how land value works. It all just seems random to me, to be perfectly honest. But no, we're going to be going with Eagle Brick Heights for that one. There we go. Now, hopefully that brings in quite a lot of tourism. But let's get these all renamed, shall we? So we've got the... Go away here. Sea and Skyscraper shall become the Gaming Night Tower. There we go. Gaming Night, named for, not surprisingly, Gaming Night. And the next one shall be for... Oh, actually, I was looking at the wrong place there. I had the list just slightly offset, so I was looking at the name of the person who requested it. Gaming Night actually required... Let's see... Gemetagron. Wow. Okay. Have I actually written that down right? I have no idea. That's what I've got written on my list. But, okay. Gemetagron. Gemetagron. Oh, that's just such a difficult word. It makes no sense. The stadium shall be Dapper Turtle Rugby pitch. Very large rugby pitch. Actually, that looks more like a football pitch. Okay, well, I'll have to change that to a football pitch. It may look like a stadium. It is actually just a local football pitch. There we go. Or soccer for some people. Oh, wow. Look at the traffic jam there. That's not a very good one. I'm disliking that. Quite a lot, actually. Really don't like that one. Now, with all of this going on, let's have a look at our metro line. I'm almost tempted, given the very large population density here, to have the metro line also swing around and come grab people from down here. We've got a bus stop right there that we could hook up to the metro line as well. Yeah, I think we should. Let's get rid of that. I actually just want to check this one instead. Let me bring this up. Actually, I could just click on it. Piffy People Accelerator. Fantastic. Right, let's get down here. What are we going to name this one? This one shall be the Crafty Chicken Tunnel. And now we need to just hook that up. So, I'm thinking... nice, big, long curve. We'll just go for a straight line here. Where are you going to snap? Don't feel like snapping? Ah, there we are. Then we want to try and curve it up there. There we go. That works well, in my opinion. Excuse me. Right, next we need to drag this line. So we want this one to come down here first. Stop there. Does this one stop at each stop on the way back? Yes, it does. And in that case, stop there as well. There we go. That'll actually work quite well, I think. Yes, I'm actually really, really happy with the way that's turning out. And despite being a bit of a higgledy-piggledy place, this one hasn't actually got any real problems with traffic, which honestly I'm as surprised as you are. I may have actually done something right. Distance too short? What? You're having a laugh. There we go. I suppose I could have that connect, but I actually like that little turning, really. I must be honest with that. I do like it. Now, I believe there was just a little bit of oil over here that we could tap into. So let's try and do that. So we're going to want this road coming out here. So about there, I would say. Is that more or less en route? Yes. And we'll just draw this road out all the way down there for now. And then connect this one up. How about there? Okay, and let's just double check. Yes, that's all in the right place. Perfect. I think I'll have a road connection running down here as well. There we go. Gives us plenty of area where we can get all of this built up. And we're going to need to expand the district though. Otherwise it won't put the oil wells there. And there we are. I'm actually remarkably pleased with this. I feel it is growing quite well. Now, I think one of the last things we're going to do here... Uh-oh, they're sick. That's not good. Let me double check on that. Citizen is sick. Citizens are falling ill because of the noise pollution. Upgrade roads to less noisy ones and remove buildings that produce noise pollution or offer more healthcare. Well, okay, that's fair enough. They're getting unwell because, I don't know, their ears are hurting. That seems silly to me, but okay. Oh, well, actually, that said, could be more along the lines of they've got migraines, which I could completely understand. But let's go ahead and build us a healthcare building around here somewhere. Well, I guess that'll do. There we are. That should help out a little bit here. Wow, it even made them happy all the way down there. Well done. And if we bring this out, go in, the medical clinic shall be renamed to the John Slovy. I'm typing terribly because I'm looking away. Even when I'm looking, though, that is at what the screen, because I can't touch type. You would be forgiven for thinking I couldn't. I still type poorly. The John Slovy. We'll call it the John Slovy Ear Protector because that is pretty much the only reason I built that building. But there we go. The ambulances are rushing out to pick up the poor people with bad ears. All will be well soon. Worry not, people. There we go. Right, how is Anun doing? We're actually not far off the next point. Ooh, we will be able to build nuclear power. We are not going to need it. We are not far off the Statue of Industry, which is actually pretty cool. The Posh Mall, all tax rates at most 4%. That is probably not going to happen. The Grand Mall, constructed airport. Oh, okay. That's a possibility. Courthouse, crime rate over 50%. No, absolutely not. Official park. Much official. Ferry Park. Oh, my lord. Doge, what are you doing here? Business Park, Grand Library. 7 universities. Just, that's, we're never going to have a need for that. It just will never happen. 1,000 abandoned buildings in the city. Gads, why do we need abandoned buildings to have an observatory? Do we observe the homeless people? Servicing, services, offices? Maybe. Ooh, wow. Theatre of Wonders. The wonderful Theatre of Wonders has plays from all over the world. Requirement for building the Hadron Collider. Construct 3 instances of elementary school. Construct 3 instances of university. That's still too much. Ma'am, Modern Art Museum of 50% of population highly educated. Okay, well, maybe we can get there. Cathedral of Plentitude. Construct all city service buildings. 19 of 30. Are there any more? No. Monuments, achievements. We do not see any of them. Okay, well, these people are complaining. It seems that, honestly, there's so much divided opinion with this. Oh, wow. Okay, for a little time, I was feeling fairly good about the amount of no traffic issues we had, but that is now gone. Are they all queuing up to go in here? Wow, really? You're a very popular place at the moment. Egads. Well, at least you're earning your pay, I suppose. There is definitely that. However, I feel that perhaps we need to improve the volume of traffic on this road. Let's go for these types of roads. There we are. That might help a little bit. I'm not sure how likely that is to help, but it may help just a teensy tiny bit. At least the traffic is going to be able to move either side a little bit more freely. I'm thinking maybe we're going to need a second one of those. Because this is a lot of cargo being moved around. I mean, I suppose I shouldn't be too surprised by that. And yet I am. Still, that looks a little bit better now. It does seem to be working a little tiny bit better. But I think that's going to be it for this episode. We've sorted out the highway over here. We have prepared for some large expansions in the near future. We've got this area that we can continue to develop if we really want to. I was quite tempted to build the stadium there, but at the end decided to move it to the commercial district up here. Though I built it in the residential district, but I'm hoping it helped the commercial district. I am considering the possibility of having a rail stop. That is a passenger rail service over here. I mean, that's pretty common in Britain. You have train stations like every small town, practically. I understand that it's not quite the norm in many other places, where trains are not used so much for moving people as much as they are used for moving freight. But I may well actually move that down. We'll see whether the game appreciates that idea or not. But that is it for this episode. I think I have achieved everything I set out to achieve, so I'm actually pretty happy with that. And look at that. No abandoned farms. It is a good time. Still got a couple of abandoned buildings down here, but other than that, not too bad. But I shall see you in the next episode. As always, I hope you've enjoyed this one and will be joining me for the next. But until then, do take care.